It's about 6 p.m. on Monday, April 21st, and a week ago, Alt Natl Park Service put out a call. If you don't follow them on Blue Sky and Facebook and whatever social media you're on, I highly recommend that you do it. They're considered a credible source and a key component in the resistance against fascism. I followed them for a number of years, and a week ago they asked, could y'all help us put together a list of companies who have their products made in El Salvador? Because we need to be boycotting those companies right now. Economic pressure, it works fantastically well. Look at what is happening to Target. Look at what's happening to Tesla. And you have to have a demand when you have a boycott, right? And so the call to those companies would be, we are not buying any of your shit ever again, as long as you are having your products made in a country where the president illegally keeping innocent men in a torture prison. Those corporations have a huge amount of sway with Bukele because they make up a significant portion of El Salvador's economy. Now, I'm not an expert in Bitcoin, and we could get into how El Salvador has been courting cryptocurrency to come down there. El Salvador wants to use crypto as legal currency. They have a big crypto reserve. Sound familiar? This is what Trump is trying to do here. Bukele plans to build a Bitcoin city. He wants to make El Salvador a cryptocurrency paradise. As of March of this year, it has cost El Salvador $375 million, and they've not seen a profit, and that Bitcoin city has not been built. I mean, this is a great cautionary tale for all of the folks who might think that the technocrat bros here and Donald Trump's plans for a crypto reserve here are a good idea. Economist says Bukele's obsession with cryptocurrency has done little to ease El Salvador's economic woes. Is just the latest in a line of crypto utopians to see his wild ideas dissolve on contact with reality. And it has cost the economy of El Salvador and the taxpayers of El Salvador a hefty chunk of change. I just wanted to bring that to your attention in case you happen to have crypto, because those companies may be doing business with El Salvador. Okay, but now let's talk about real tangible products that are made in El Salvador and exported here. About 40% of El Salvador's export economy is in textiles. You may not be surprised to see the following name brands on the list: Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, and Gildan. Now, those companies manufacture in El Salvador and a number of other countries. I saw some folks on Reddit arguing about how, like, oh, well, you need to make sure if you're buying Fruit of the Loom that you get the ones that are made in Guatemala and not in El Salvador. But that actually defeats the point. The point is that the corporation overall is supporting economically what is happening in El Salvador. The human rights violations, the illegal renditioning and forced detainment, imprisonment of innocent men, Bukele's collaboration and profiting from the illegal actions of the Trump regime, right? Those companies have a say in that economy. They have an influence with Bukele. So it doesn't really matter if you are buying the small segment of their clothes that are sewn in a different country. The corporation overall is doing business in El Salvador. The point is to put pressure on that company and not buy any of their products. So Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, Gildan. If you don't know, Gildan makes like very low quality, rough cotton shirts. And people often buy them in bulk to do their screen printing, put their logos on them for their, amateur sports league, their whatever corporate work retreat. So just be aware, if you're having some t-shirts printed for, your local vacation Bible school or whatever, don't buy Gildan, and let them know why. Jumex juice drinks, Livsmart beverages, Capri brand furniture, Indufoam bedding and mattresses, Diana snacks and candy, Bon Appetit snack foods are on the list. We're all getting real good and not buying shit in 2025. We are flexing our economic muscle. We are regaining our power as American citizens and as consumers. Our dollars not only make the billionaires who are now exploiting us, our dollars can be used to unmake them. And our dollars can be used as a political tool to influence, to pressure corporations to influence. All these guys care about, all these rich oligarchs care about, all that these corporations care about is their profit margin. You have to hit them in the pocketbook or they won't listen to you. And it's not only that you're just going to say, I'm making a personal choice not to buy Hanes anymore. Send the corporation an email. Let them know, I've decided not to purchase your products anymore, and here's why. Your boycott has to have a demand. You have to put pressure on that company and say, we are withholding our dollars until you pressure Bukele to release these men. We will not be buying your products as long as you are doing business with a country that runs a prison like Boycott, a concentration camp, a gulag. That's it. That's the ask. Easy peasy. If you have extra energy, make a stink all over these folks' social media about it as well. Tag them on Twitter if you're still on that Yahtzee hellscape. Comment on their Facebook posts. Comment on their Instagram. Let them know exactly why you will not be purchasing their products and what they need to do to earn back their customers.